Hi, today we are going to see about this question number 8. What they have given is two flip-flops, and there are you see Q1 and Q0 and Q1 are 0 0, and they ask us to find next four clock. As you see, it's a positive triggered. It's a cycle, and the input of T is 1, and the same input 1 is given to this T also. So here also it's positive edge triggered clock. So what we have to learn is first of all we should know the function of flip-flop. So these flip-flops are used to store the bits. So so we have we will draw the flip-flop first diagram. So TQ and another flip-flop here, and this is TQ, and this is this is this is taken as output, and it is Q0. This is taken as Q1, and this is given as clock. Sorry, it's an positive triggered here. So the working of these flip-flop depends on the clock. So the clock is actually it's a positive edge trigger. So if the clock is 1, then the flip-flop is functional. If it's 0, it's not functional. So the function of these flip-flop depends on these flip-flop. So we know the table of T flip-flop. So this is Q and S1 is state. So first we have to know about the the truth table of the flip flop. So if the clock is 0, then we have to don't care about T, and the output is Qn. And if it's 1, it's 0, and it's Qn. It's 1, and it's 1, and Qn bar. So the input of T is 1 as known, and this is the same as given to next flip flop. So in question actually they have given the Q0 and Q1 as 0 0. So we need to draw the table of we need to draw some table for this, and this is Q0, this is T0, and for differentiating them, this is T1 and this is Q1. So in question they have given is 0 0. So we have to use C. Here the input is given as 1. So we assume the clock is positive. So T is given 1. So by the characteristic, by the truth table, if T is 1, then the Qn plus 1 is Q bar. So actually the Q bar is 0. So the complement of these Q naught is 1. Again the same you see this same one is given to these and these. So here also it's 1. So if it's 1, we know it's a q complement. So what we have to do is complement or inversion of 0 is 1. So now this is the first cycle. In question they have asked for 4 cycles, so we have to find for next 3 cycles. So again the 1 is given to this and this. So for all the out the input of t and t naught is going to be 1. It's not going to be it's not going to change. So then 1. And if the t naught is 1, from the truth table, if the t naught is 1, so it's a complement of present state. So the present state is 1, so the complement is 0. So I have already told you that if the output of first flip flop is 0, then the clock pulse is going to be 0. So this flip flop won't be functional. So the function of flip flop is to store memory. So it's storing memory. Store. So actually before it had present state of 1. So it will be returning the same. So again if t naught is 1, so from the truth table it's complement of present state is 0. So we have to complement this and it's 1. And the output is now 1. So this flip flop will be functional. So we use these t1. So t1 is 1, and when t1 is 1 from the table, it's a complement of present state is 1, and we get 0. And then again we will get 0 here. So this flip flop will not be functional anymore. So if it's 1, it will be returning same. So it's 0. So it's second, third and fourth flip flop answers. So this is the output and this is the answer.